Hi everyone. I just posted about a week or 2 weeks ago in my FB page. Once you say clean title, what does it mean? What does it mean? So dun tayo mag-evolve for this few minutes na discussion natin regarding clean title. But before I proceed, let me ask from you guys to please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel and my Facebook FB page, Prof. Gold Pura. Okay, let's start. Before, I would like to acknowledge, and thank Miss Divina Mondok and Bobby Abeleda for putting up a comment on that. Nag-comment po sila regarding the pink title. They gave their idea or some input regarding what clean title is. Okay, thank you so much for that. All right, so ano ba ang clean title? Pag sinabi natin clean title, what does it mean, Pag sinabi po natin clean title, first we have to check syempre yung pangalan nung nandun sa ating titulo. Kailangan yung pangalan po na nandun sa titulo ay buhay pa at kaya pa nilang pumirma para pertaining using that particular document, using the title, kung yun po yung gagamitin na. They should be alive and can still sign a particular docs kasi sila po yung nakalagay po doon, di ba? Then second po, we have to check once we get the certified true copy, do not forget, it's a due diligence. Do not forget to get a CTC, a certified true copy of the title. We may get it through RD or the LRA. Once we have that, we can check it at the back. There's the memorandum, memorandum at the back, memorandum of encumbrances. We just have to make sure na wala po siyang liens and wala siyang lien and encumbrances. Ano ba ang difference ni lien and encumbrances? These are the obligations kasi na nakalakip po doon sa property sa that particular title. Merong financial obligation or meron silang obligasyon sa gobyerno for that matter. Next topic will be great discussion, lien and encumbrances. Masihimayin po natin siya ng konti para makita natin yung slim, the gray line difference between the liens and encumbrances. So we have to make sure na wala pong nakalagay na encumbrance at the back. Okay, first, diba, kailangan alive, kaya nabuhay pa sila, nandyan pa sila, and they could still sign using that the title as part ng kanilang pipirmahan for the documentation. Second, you have to check the encumbrances at the back. There's no lien, there's no encumbrances. Okay. Third is we should check yung kanilang amilyar, yung real estate taxes ba natin updated po ba? Okay, so that's part of considering if it's a clean title. Then the fourth, kailangan ma-check po natin sa ika-apat na portion kung ang may-ari po na nakalagay sa titulo is married. For example, married po siya on or before August 3, 1987, kahit iisang pangalan lang po ang nakalagay, kailangan pumirma ang kanyang asawa if it's married. For example, Marigold Cura, married, pero ako lang po yung nakalagay doon. But still, kahit na pangalan ko lang ang nakalagay doon, my husband should sign. Kailangan may consent siya in using that title kung saan ko man po gagamitin, kung ita-transfer ko man po siya. For whatever purpose, kailangan mag-sign si husband. In case I died already. So kailangan ko ng estate tax. Then in case my husband also died, kahit na pangalan ko lang din ang nakalagay, kailangan din po ma-settle yung estate tax for my husband. So kung kanino man yung may iwan, the legal heirs, kailangan ma-settle nila yung estate tax of both. Hindi lang kung ako'y nakapangal at ako lang namatay, hindi lang po sa akin. Pati po yung sa asawa ko, kailangan ma-settle din po. Okay? So kung ang nakalagay isang pangalan lang and it's married, at ang kasal po ay on or after August 3, 1987, kailangan po ng consenting spouse. Okay? It's either the consent or let's say namatay na, estate tax of both. Okay, so kailangan ma-settle po natin yung estate tax. Hindi po maaari na hindi po natin siya i-settle. It cannot be considered as clean title. Kahit na let's say wala siyang lien wala siyang lien pero hindi naman na-settle yung estate tax niya. So it cannot be considered. Okay? So kailangan na settle po natin 'yon. Let us remember, no, na magkaiba po. Magkaiba po si real estate tax at si estate tax. Okay? So wag po natin nakakalimutan yung estate tax po natin. We have a BIR form na ginagamit po natin for that one. It's BIR form 1801, no, kung magbabayad po tayo ng estate tax. Pag hindi po kasi tayo nakabayad, there's a big penalty for that. No, there's an interest, there's a surcharge, so there's a penalty. Okay, pero ngayon po we should take advantage dun po sa ating amnesty up to June 25th of next year para at least yung mga penalties, no, if you have clients, if you know somebody, if you have relatives and friends, no, na merong kailangan isettle, ipahabol na po natin yon. Okay, para at least to avoid yung ating mga penalties na malaki kasi magbebenta ka na, for example, later on or ika-transfer mo siya, mapapatong lang po yung additional expenses. Okay, so let's do the recap. Ano ba ang clean title? So once you say clean title, kailangan nandyan po, no? Kailangan andyan pa, nakakapirma pa po, aware pa po yung nakalagay dun sa title natin, no? Nakaklaro, klaro pa niya. Can sign the documents. Okay? After na first, yun po yung atin. Second is we have to check do sa ating RD, yung certified true copy, RD or through LRA, the certified true copy of the title for us to be able to check yung latest na encumbrance, no, at the back of the title if there's a lien or encumbrance. So make sure na dapat wala kasi for it has to be clean. Kailangan wala siyang encumbrance, wala din po siyang liens na nakalagay, no? Kasi minsan yun po yung ating obligasyon sa bangko or sa gobyerno. Okay? The amilyar is paid. That's the third. No? The kailangan paid po yung ating amilyar. Then in case na married, that's the fourth. The fourth, no? In case na married, kailangan yung husband or the wife or the spouse or either of the spouse should sign. Kahit na isa lang po ang nakalagay na pangalan. We cannot make some excuses out of that. For some reason, yung iba kasi, di ba, wala na yung spouse to sign para the consent, no? But hindi po maaari, kailangan po makasign po siya. Okay, basta once na married siya on or after August 3, 1987. Okay, then and the real estate tax, the amilyar, should be settled. And of course, kung namatay na po yung nakalagay sa title, even the estate tax. So there's a difference between estate tax and the real estate tax. Real estate tax is the amilyar, the estate tax, ito po yung tax, no, ng mga namatay para dun sa property na nakalagay po para sa kanila. I hope that it gives some parang mas maliwanag, no, na pagkakaunawa ano po ba yung clean title that we have to remember. And next topic we'll be discussing the liens and encumbrance. So I'll be sharing with you the gray line difference, no, between the liens and the encumbrance. Okay? Do not forget, please share, like, and subscribe my YouTube channel and my FB page, Prof. Goldie Ongpura. Maraming salamat. Till next. God bless.